YouTube, it's the BasedGodinYugioh here on TeamBlackRainbow's channel, coming at you guys with an updated deck profile of agents. I feel like I don't have to, but I feel like I should share with you guys my agent build because I love agents and this deck can have many possibilities of changing. And honestly, I've gone through many different versions, as in Trooper version, the Simon He version, to this version right here, as you see. But yeah, it all changes to Chaos Agents and all that. But yeah, this is the deck I'm playing for the time being, just because I'm trying to get parts for my next deck. If you know me, I'm not a big fan of playing decks that everyone else is playing. So, like last year when Joe Girlando topped with Heroes at Long Beach, that's pretty much when I started to put the deck down because I felt like it would be super popular. That was the deck that I grabbed last year in January or December, and I played it up until Long Beach, so I can, because I honestly thought the Heroes were the best deck of the format. But yeah. So then I picked up Agents again, and now here I am in the same dilemma. Agents have gained massive popularity, topped multiple YCSs in recent memory, Barcelona, not Indy, I don't know why I said Indy, but Rhode Island, and Seattle, Tacoma. One of the biggest names to pilot the deck would have to be Simon He, one of the best players at the time. And yeah, so he made the deck really popular, and I don't want to be playing a bunch of mirror matches because, yeah, I felt like there's other decks that can beat this deck, and it's not even that this deck is bad, because I honestly think Agents are the best deck of the format. I will always think that, even though, despite their weaknesses against, like, macro, that's why you have the triple MST, that's why you side in Dust Tornadoes and all that. But if they get it home early and you don't have it, I don't know what to say to you. But yeah, here's like an overboard of it real quick. But yeah, I'll go over some of the choices after. But yeah, so let's get into the deck profile. So you have 2 Venus. Oh my goodness, I did this last video, but I don't even know why I started with 2 Venus, but 2 Earth, 3 Venuses, 3 Shine Ball, 3 Hyperion, Christia, oh my goodness, Honest and a Herald, 2 Tour Guide, Sangan, 2 Thunder King, Triple Space, 1 Book, Heavy, Dark Hole, and Reborn. And for the traps, I played 2 Torrential, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Prison, 2 Chains, Call the Haunted, Starlight Road, and Solemn Judgment. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm only going to be showing the main deck. If you guys really want to know the extra deck and side deck, just let me know, and I'll happily give it to you. But yeah. This deck, like I said, best deck in the format. And like I said, there are different versions like Trooper Agents, Chaos Agents, Simon He Agents, whatever. And I just feel like this version can be pretty good because of the traps. You wonder why Dino Rabbit's so good? It's the trap cards. Not because of Forbidden Lance, because I've tried playing Lance in this and it's not as effective. But yeah, it's honestly, Dino Rabbit's ability to go aggro and like defensive, control, whatever, it's just really good. But yeah, the trap cards can help in that matter, because if you have a Thunder King and they bring out a bigger beater, like, not even through like special, like say they reborn like a Christia or something, they attack, you could prison it or mirror force it. It gets rid of bigger things. Like if you have if you're going against a mirror match and they drop a Christia, you have little to no outs to that deck. You have, let's see, if you're playing the Simon He version, you have, say you have the Christia, or you have Honest that can easily attack over it. I'm not sure if he ran Book, but yeah, I know he ran Econ. But which of these monsters will allow you to attack over it, with it being defensive without special summoning? The only monsters I can see is Christia, and you'd have to tribute summon for that. But yeah, he ran Treacherous, but that's a 140 card deck, and it'll be hard, along with Christia and along with this thing. And he also did run Lance, which if you Lance it, it'll become 2000, and there's nothing here 2000 besides Hyperion. But yeah, Onto the traps. I felt like these trap cards were definitely good and needed. But yeah, two torrential. Usually I'm not a big fan of cards that you can draw, trap cards that you can draw into and potentially be dead if they don't summon anything. Cause I know Wilson Sang talked about it, like saying he's going second and his opponent summons a Thunder King and like passes, and you have a bunch of traps that if you went first you'd be fine, but now that you're going second you're done. Like say you had a Solemn, Torrential, and a Warning, you set those against him. You know, he'll just beat your face in. A good player wouldn't summon or overextend, knowing that if you're not activating your trap cards, you're not gonna, you know, add another card that can potentially make these cards active. But yeah, two torrential because I felt like it's good against windups and Dino Rabbit for the fact that your main play number one would be to either summon Earth, grab Venus, or summon Venus and then do all your shenanigans. So go on to that play. So with the example of summoning Venus, right, or Earth, I'm mistaking these two for one another like the whole day. This is actually my second attempt at the video because my phone died, which is really annoying. But yeah, so say you summon Venus, grab Earth, set torrential, and then they don't have an MST, but the windup player for some odd reason was like, fuck it, that's a space typhoon, I'm gonna go for the shock lock. So they go into their Zen Matey, their Papillo operative, and they go into the Shockmaster. Right when the Shockmaster is there, boom, torrential. Say you summoned Earth and set like a Mirror Force, possibly they do go into shock lock and they do call traps. What are you gonna do when your your Mirror Force is useless? There's not much you can do because it's shock locked. But yeah, usually windup players, unless they have to go for it, they will go for it. But yeah, that's also the difference between Torrential and Mirror Force. Also with Dino Rabbit, since Dino Rabbit has gained popularity, go back with the Earth. Summon Earth, grab Venus. Okay, so they go into Rabbit and special 2 Cabazals. You can Torrential right there, and bam, there's no threat of a Lagia or Dolka coming out. Or just Lagia, because that's better in this example. But say you have Earth backed up by a Mirror Force, they summon the 2 Cabazals, and they exceed into Lagia. Boom. Not only do you have to waste a card on the negation, but you have to somehow, get rid of it. So if they attack and you Mirror Force, they could possibly have one of 3 lances to protect the Lagia, or they can just negate it out there. You take 400, and it's just like you lose 2 cards, but you still have a 2400 beater to deal with. Backed up by back row, I'm pretty sure he'll have, or she, not to be like feminist or sexist, whatever. But yeah, 2 chains, but I got me a few on. Because you're not always gonna have the heralds, and if you do have a herald, it requires you to have a second fairy with you. And, this can stop effects and stop attacks. So, say I have a Thunder King, and they attack, boom, the attack doesn't go through, effects negated. Next turn you draw an Earth. You could summon Earth, search, and, it still can't attack unless they space it. And yeah, 2 chains, sounds raw too. But yeah, I just really wanted to incorporate this into this build. That's why I'm not running Veilers, because I feel like Venus Chain can be multi-purpose. Sorry, I'm stuttering over my words. But yeah, I know Veiler can be used as a tuner and just it's like 2 chains. Yeah, 2 call. You still do have the 3 heralds, and even if you don't pitch like great cards with herald, your Hyperion will somehow make it to the graveyard, hopefully, along with Christia and Thunder Kings, and also Sangan. If they space your set call, you could chain it, get Sangan, grab a Sword Guy, grab a Herald, grab anything. But yeah. And these two can be crazy because, there are 2 Torrential, there are 2 Mirror Force, there's everything. There's Heavy Storm, there's Dark Hole, there's a bunch of good cards. And I feel like if you can back up your first turn back row and or Venus plus Gachi by a Road or Solemn, you can possibly win the game from there. Like, it's crazy. There's like a OTK or like a TTK, T-turn kill, that you can do with this. But yeah, I'll show you after. That can, if they torrential you and you don't have the backup, you're done. It's also like, say you commit to the board, blah blah blah, and then they like somehow like they gores you, but you can attack over it, and they dark hole, and you don't have either of these. You can like be set up for like a loss right there. And I opted to run the 2 Torguide and the Sangan over the Card Troopers and Third Call, because sometimes, this deck is pretty much half monsters and then half spell trap. And when I was playtesting with the Troopers, I'd be milling like all my trap cards, like heavy, dark hole. Like, you don't want to mill those cards. Like, these cards are an instant rank 3, or these are at least. You can usually go into Torguide into Torguide, or you can go Torguide into Sangan. But that would like ultimately leave a dead Torguide. But yeah, Torguide into Torguide is good, and the Sangan's just there because it's good as well. And yeah, so this is my build. Like I said, if you guys want the traps, the side and extra, just let me know. And so I'll go into this OTK type thing that I was talking about. Let me just get a Mirror Force ready. Let me get. Because I want the road instead of the what's it called? So this is really all you need, quote unquote, all you need. So boom. So first turn, you can either like summon Venus or summon Earth, whichever one you think will stay alive. So you summon the Venus, right? You bring out your 3 Shine Balls, because you really don't want to draw into them, and you have a Gachi. And then you could either bring it out now or bring it out next turn. It all depends. So then, your opponent sets Torrential and Road, or Torrential and Mirror Force. Let me just put them right there. Or you set the Road too. The next turn, you summon the Earth. Grab a Venus. Special summon your last Shine Ball, and then this is where you overlay these 2 to go into Daigusto Phoenix. Why? Because Daigusto Phoenix is a boss. You're gonna detach the Earth, of course. So then you have the Earth in the graveyard, and then you're gonna banish the Earth for the Hyperion, and at that point they can torrential you. So they can torrential you right there, knowing that you're going for game, and then you can Starlight Road them. You'll have like the Stardust Dragon, and they attack. You could boom. You could just tribute. That's 2,000 plus 19, 19, and 31. So yeah, if you can't count, that's like 8,900, I believe. Yeah, that's 8,900. And if you have the Stardust, good for you. It can also work if you have the Herald, just in case. They have the Gores. You have the Heavy. This is the initial play that you just need these 3 to quote unquote OTK your opponent. But yeah, that's a play that I like to do. I've only done it once, and it was fucking amazing, because turn 2, game over. Game 2, game over. It's just like amazing. So yeah, I'll try to do an upcoming resurrecting the agents soon, but I'm kind of running out of ideas. And yeah. So if you want the side deck, extra deck, whatever, just let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and happy holidays for everybody, because I don't know what ethnicity, what race, what you believe in, pretty much. But yeah, this is from the BasedGodinYugioh saying happy holidays, and if you don't celebrate the holidays, happy December. I hope you stay alive, because December 21st is coming. Remember to thank all your loved ones, And yeah. That's it. So yeah, BasedGodinYugioh, I'm out. Bye.